Tammy, don't give me shit. What's going on is that, Will, Johnny, Tammy, you guys are here. Come in. I'm going to do something that I've done before, I know, but for the kids in the back or people that just don't know, because people tell me, like, where do you get this from? And who say what? And who did what? So I'm going to refresh the BS for everybody and for myself. Chloe Black, Jane Doe has been dismissed. Esme Bianco hasn't been dismissed, but it's going that way. Ashley Morgan and Ashley Walters are not dismissed. And I don't know why. And I'm kind of, I won't say worry, but in a way, I don't understand why she's not being investigated or dismissed. Maybe she's been investigated, but they're not going to tell us because they don't want the media to know anything good about Manson. They want us to think bad about him. So even if somebody's about to be dismissed, they're not going to tell anybody until it's properly dismissed. So, Tammy, she commented, "You better be sorry, bitch." I love it. Kumi, I'm always sorry. I live in a state of guilt. No, I am sorry. When this becomes glitchy and impossible, then I'll do a proper video. I kind of like this because it looks better and I get to chat. And I hope somebody else comes. I love you, Tammy, but I hope somebody else comes. Because the lives are just hard to just catch at this time. It's midnight here. No, it's 11. And I am just can't sleep. I've been thinking about the Gabby case, and it says too much. I really don't want to talk about it. I should talk about it because I can do a lot with that, and everybody's talking about it, and it's just so incredibly sad, but also very interesting and absolutely worth talking about it. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to talk about Manson, not about Gabby. Tammy, are you there? Because you just told me, you better be sorry, bitch. Love it. Okay, I think that's you because you thumbs up. It's either you or I love you, but I kind of want everybody. All right. I don't know if you heard me saying it. I'm going to read Ashley Walters just to refresh the memory and for anybody that doesn't know. She is the backstabbing assistant, the best buddies with Esme, especially with Esme, and side with all of them. Pretty much he gave her the job in 2009, and she worked with him until like 2011. And he actually he took her all over the world. Her Instagram was just like traveling everywhere. She was getting money. She was on the payroll. But also she has a lot of complaints right now. I believe she has no complaints until she saw Esme on Instagram and Evan. So I don't think Ashley was going to do something until she saw the rest. So I'm not defending her, but I don't think that she has been planning this since 2010. I don't think she's that smart. But I think she saw an opportunity when that email was sent recruiting the women and blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to read her thing. I zoom in as much as I can because it's really small, just like every court filing ever. And as it is tedious, but it's a way for me to kind of keep focus and not play with my hair and go all scatterbrain. So Ashley Walters versus Brian Warner. Again, the complaint for damages. Fancy word for cash. Okay, it's too ridiculous. She is doing six complaints, which is the most that all the other ones have done, not 6. But anyway, so number 1, sex discrimination. 2, sexual harassment. 3, sexual assault. 4, this one is very interesting. Interference with the exercise of civil rights. Maybe interfering, like not letting her eat, not letting her work, not letting her, stressing her out to the point she cannot work. So civil rights. He was interfering with that somehow because he has all this power, supposedly. Sexual battery, sexual crime. It doesn't say the R word, but we believe that, That's what she said it happened. Intentional infliction of emotional distress. That's interesting because you either inflict it or you don't. Um, but all right, let's just give it the play. I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a second. Do you got me too? I'm gonna pretend this is true. One crime for every day they dated. I know. No, this one is not a date. This one is Ashley Walters, the assistant. Very interesting. I think from all of them, this one is the most like weird and messed up because this is pure made up shit. Um, this is Ashley Walters. Supposedly, Ashley Walters was the assistant while Esme and Evan were being abused, allegedly. So, how in the hell she was just witnessing all this and not doing anything about it? She's as guilty as charged. If he gets to be guilty, she does too. This is Ashley Walters. You got that? New light? No, it's just the lights. It's nighttime. Nighttime, and there's like this thing here, which it doesn't do much, and it's just my kitchen. I could go to the bed, which is black, and it would look better, but I'll be like sinking, and I'm also just drinking, and I don't drink in the bed. Hello. So yeah, this is Ashley Walters. Don't you agree with me that she's not a planner and she didn't plan this, but she jumped on the boat last minute? I feel like she did. Nobody's talking about her. So I'm going to, because nobody's talking about her. Again, while people are talking about what the fuck he was wearing or about fashion or about, I'm not going to. I'm going to talk about this, even if it's tedious, because nobody is doing it. Also, because I think some kids don't know about it because they got so caught up on the Evan and Esme and Ashley Morgan that they don't know much about this one. And I think this one is the worst because she's just a backstabber, for real. This is the person that he said, "Hey, Lily," my cat jumped on my lap. This is the person that he said that he gave her the job, and she was a photographer. He sent her a bunch of messages. Please work with me. I found all that really hard to believe. But anyway, let's just believe it for like a second. So this one didn't date, but this one supposedly got abused by him. Not by dating him, but by working with him. And a couple times, he allegedly bit her ear and put her against the wall. We'll get to that in a minute. I might have to do 3 videos of this. All right. I'm just going to skip the obvious and the annoyingness of what she was doing for a living, where she lived, where he lived, because we know that. So the defendant, Brian Warner, used his position of power, celebrity, and connections to exploit and victimize Ashley during her employment. See, assistant, right? Defendant luring Ashley, an aspiring photographer at the time, into employment with promises of artistic collaborations and creative opportunities, which it wasn't a promise. He actually did that. He gave her that. So I don't know what these people. However, the reality was that he was looking to create an environment where Ashley was subjected to personal and professional sexual exploitation. Professional sexual exploitation, that's very strange. Manipulation and psychological abuse. That's not so strange, but allegedly, I don't think he did any of this. Disclaimer, I don't think he did any of this. 2, defendant is scheming. He was scheming. He started upon first discovering Ashley through social media. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Defendant set up to groom Ashley by building trust, dangling professional opportunities, and gaining access in order to ultimately manipulate and exploit her to the point that she was treated like property and offered up to defendant famous friends and business contacts. So she is adding somebody else to this, some male, which the other ones didn't do. Isn't that interesting? She's adding somebody else. I don't know who this actor is. She better not be talking about Johnny because she's saying it was a music video. She better not be. She better not be implying that. I'm gonna just pretend that wasn't there. But yeah. So she's including another guy. So Mensa was offering her to his friends. that is just, she's going to have to prove that. So not only the Manson did this to her, but there was another person doing this to her. It's going to be really hard to prove, Ashley. Again, Ashley Walters, not Ashley Morgan. If you got here late, I'm just telling you. Number 3. Well, Ashley was exposed to abusive and sexually explicit harassment and mistreatment. She did not learn of the extent of the mistreatment or numerous women until late 2020, when she connected with a support group. My gosh, which we know is gossip. This is not a support. I will tell you what a support group is. This is just gossip, dude. She connected with a support group, survivors who told horrific and similar stories of physical, mental, or sexual abuse that resonated with Ashley. So Ashley was like, ooh, this resonates with me. Anyway, gossip. Many of these horrific experiences have been revealed through lawsuits and media stories describing defendant Warner's systematic pattern of abuse toward women. All right. In fact, if I don't stop, it's not because I'm not enraged by it. It's because I just kind of like want to get to the meat, the nugget of it. In fact, as a result of those courageous enough to come forward on Instagram, I just add that. Defendant is the subject of an ongoing criminal investigation. That's a lie. Into his abusive behavior towards women. That is a lie. His lawyer and the district attorney from LA, that has no business siding with Manson, no business, said that he's not under investigation at all. So this is already lying under oath. I don't like it. I just don't like that. It's bullshit. Thanks. She's the one who saw Greta. Yes. Yep. She's the one. She included Greta. She included this actor guy. I mean, this woman, like this woman in particular, she has so much. I mean, she's like making a movie out of this. You see, this is the one who included Greta, and she also just said that the support group made her want to do this. The support group is gossip, because in a support group, you don't tell the name of the person. That's what's called anonymous. You know. Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, Gamblers Anonymous, Overeaters Anonymous. I know about this, okay? It's called anonymous because you just don't sit in a table and say, this person did this, and this person, you just talk about your experience. You don't name. So it's not a support group. It's just pure damn gossip, period. So yeah, she is the one that talk about Greta. It made Greta look very hopeless, and already Greta said that was not the case at all. So yeah, Ashley. If I don't see the chat, it's because I have this on the front of me, and it's really hard to read the tedious chord. Yeah. Okay, you're still there? All right, cool. My cats. Every time I get on YouTube, she said, ooh, attention, gimme. So this actually is the one that is the easiest to read. I don't know if her lawyer is better at writing things, but this one is easier to read, but it has too much stuff in it. I don't know how she's going to prove that there was another guy in the apartment. And I don't know what she's going to say when they ask her, so you witnessed the abuse of other women that you just sit there. It's weird. This is weird. Allegedly, okay? Ashley Walters is a person who has agreed by defendant actions. She is, or has been, over 11 times a citizen of the United States. Okay, I'm skipping that. Don't matter. I don't know if she's a resident of California, but keep it that. Upon information, believe the friend is all time relevant here, an individual residing in Los Angeles County. I'm skipping that. Statement of facts. Okay. Brian Warner, 52 years old, began his career. Oh, geez. Like, we don't know who the hell he is. They're just making it sound like he's like just a little, nobody. They're telling us that he started singing in 1989. I don't know why they're doing that. Oh, I know why. Because she's talking about how his fame put her down and whatever. So this is why they're talking about his career. Strange. You should. I don't know why. Anyway, this is like this fighting is pretty strange. I also don't know why her lawyer is in New York. Weird. Because everything happened in California. And I know that you can do that. You're free to hire a lawyer anywhere in the States, but it's just strange that it's in New York when she lives here. Warner has gained particular fame. I'm not really in Manson's biography. We know. I know my eyes. I look like a maniac. All right. Cool. In March 2010, Warner reached out to Ashley. He reached out to her via social media to compliment her for her photography. I know what you think. I know. Ashley, an inspiring photographer, was thrilled that someone with a creative and entertainment field like Manson admired her photography. She was thrilled of being recognized by him, right? Throughout the next month, so 1 month, defendant continued to frequently call and text message Walters. Actually, you're going to have to show the text messages if you put it on your filing. He suggested that they collaborate in future artistic endeavors, which plaintiff was excited to discuss with him. May 2010, delayed the date is very important here. And I don't have TMZ open, but TMZ is the shit. Nope, never. He doesn't even have a DUI, never a crime. And they're making you believe, because it's what the media wants you to believe, that he's already been investigated, like by the FBI. It's just not. It's just not true. This one is very like, if you can just hold up, because this one, I know you know about this one, but there's little details that maybe I forgot to read last time, and I think now I can read it better because I'm not so tired. And anyhow, May 2010. We need to get on TMZ. Somebody can do that for me, because if I open TMZ, it's a hot mess. And look at the videos and the paparazzi videos, because there's a couple of videos from 2010. The Manson is walking with Lindsay, his wife now, and Ashley is driving the car. And yeah, she looks nothing. She looks very happy. She doesn't look stressed out at all. But also, Lindsay's there, not Ashley, not Esme. It's just the dates are strange. They should have like put this out. Like they should just like come and be like, okay, let's just get the dates right. But they did not. May 2010, he was with Lindsay. And I know that relationships are on and off. So maybe he wasn't for a little bit and he was with somebody else. But at the same time, how many times he was on and off? Do you know? Like, it's not realistic that he was on and off and then he jumped into one, he jumped into another one. So, and also, if we're going to take that into consideration, and let's say he was on and off with Lindsay and actually hang out with Ashley Morgan and Esme and Chloe Black, then, and the abuse happened allegedly, which I don't think it did, then Ashley Walters was sitting there pretty, witnessing all this. Because she was the assistant. When you're the assistant, you're like there 24/7. So that is something that she's going to have to explain, because she witnessed this and didn't do anything about it, allegedly. Allegedly, I just keep saying that word. That's the key word. So when Walters arrived, okay, because he told her to come over. When Ashley arrived, she was instructed to park the car. This is the parking lot drama. In the business lot behind the defendant residence. She did not know at the time that the parking lot was locked from 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. Again, very normal here. So I know they're trying to make it sound dirty, maybe because these people are from New York and they don't know. It's very normal to have that. The reason they locked it there is because otherwise you get like people doing a bunch of weird shit. And you have to lock it. So for her to use that against him is ridiculous. If this happened and he say, hey, park there, I don't think he had in his head, oh, it's closed between 2 and 7. I don't think so. It's not that rare to have a parking lot locked. So she's trying to make it very, very like she was defenseless and hopeless and trapped in that apartment. But I don't think she was. And anyway, you can just like go outside and wait and somewhere until you can get your car, because the parking lot was locked, but not the gate. So you can use the gate. She's just too lazy to do that. If this happened this way, she's saying. I can't read your chat. So if you are, yeah, she stay on it. So first she's like, oh my God, the parking lot is closed from 2 to 7. I'm going to stay with him. Right, she stayed with him. So this is funny. I mean, I live here. I know you have to lock these parking lots usually because you have homeless people, and I'm not talking shit, I'm just saying real talk. And you have people that do a bunch of stuff and they hang out in the parking lot. It's not that rare to lock a parking lot at night. And the gates are open. She could have not jump the gate. She could just open the gate and leave and go to the gas station. We know that she either stayed because she wanted to stay. He didn't force her to stay. Or she didn't even stay and this never happened. So which one do you think? I think this maybe happened, but she stayed because she felt like it. As Ashley entered the defendant's residence, she was disorientated and dizzy by the almost total darkness. You don't say almost and then total at the same time, but maybe you do. I'm not a lawyer, but it's weird. Almost total darkness inside despite it still being light outside. So she couldn't see, she was dizzy and whatnot. Walters and Manson began looking through books, art books, paintings, and journals. Walter was excited to be discussing artwork with an artist that she admired. Again, they're putting this on your head. So it's a poor little thing. I admire this guy. This guy did this to me. It's just more BS to the media. I'm not reading it like it's true. I am trying, as I usually do, to be logical and kind of play devil's advocate for a little bit because a lot of the stuff that she said is stuff that it sounds like him. Like, he even said in a couple of videos that he was inviting his friends, that he got art books and canvases and paints, and it's not so far-fetched from what she's saying. So, but at the same time, Esme Bianco was being abused right here, allegedly, and Ashley was here taking pictures. How? Anyway, so I do believe that she stayed over, and I do believe that maybe he asked her, hey, I like your pictures, come work with me. But that's it. And there's no crime on that. And if he was nagging and texting her a bunch of times, then she's going to have to show proof of that. And that can be annoying, but that's not a crime. I don't like people that text me 100 times. I ignore it. I turn off the phone. But I'm not going to go say that was abuse. All right? I mean, abuse because somebody texted me too many times. So anyway, she decided to work with him, even if she was dizzy, even if the apartment was dark, even if her car was locked, even if she felt hopeless, she still decided to stay. And that is very important. She's going to have to prove that. The only thing she can prove of all this is that the parking lot was locked. The only thing. Because you can go to the liquor store and ask and get proof of that. That's the only thing. Everything else is just sci-fi. It's seriously a fairy tale. Besides 2 a.m. to 7 a.m., 5 hours, she couldn't just hang out for 5 hours. I know they're saying that you have to stay awake when he's awake because otherwise he goes nuts. I just really don't believe that 100%. Like I said, I do believe that they work on art, and I do believe that he stay up and she stay up by choice, working on stuff. So this gets weird here. Well, everything is weird, but this gets very like dirty and gritty, and they want you to think that he's this pervert. Walter and the defendant began looking through our books. Ashley was excited. Okay, as the day turned into night. Wait, it was already 2 a.m. I don't know, man. Did you hear that, what I just said? As the day turned into night. A lot of lawyers are not gods. They can make a mistake. It could be a typo. But as the day turns into night. So, but she got it at 2 a.m., which is nighttime. So I don't know. Anyway, this is the shirt, taking the shirt off part. So let me get to this, and then I can go on the chat and we'll have such and such thing. We just talk. Well, okay. Turn into night. The day turned into night. Manson asked to take photographs of Ashley. She agreed. As Manson taking photographs, so you keep doing, He asked Ashley to remove her shirt. Ashley, an artist herself, was not opposed to provocative art in theory, but the way in which Manson insisted caused her to pause. She paused. She took a pause. She paused. I don't know what the fuck that means. She went to the bathroom. She fixed her makeup. What the hell is that? She paused. Eventually, Ashley agreed to remove her shirt, but not her bra. That is not a big deal for the situation, but okay. After Manson finished taking pictures of Walters, which I thought she was the photographer, not him, but anyway, it seems like they switched roles or something, and she thought that was shady and sus, and she stayed anyway. Like you said, she stayed anyway. So this is the when the assault allegedly happened. Okay, so take the shirt off. I am trying. I'm not gonna take my shirt off as much as people want me to do, but we're just gonna act it up. Okay, so take your shirt off. He's taking pictures. Okay, he finished. Okay, she's trying to put the shirt back on because let's say that happens. They want to put the shirt on. Okay. Um. Then from one thing to another one. I don't know why he put the camera down really fast and jumped into her. Allegedly, he pushed her in onto his bed and pinned down her arms. Ashley turned her head away as defendant tried to kiss her on the lips. She quickly moved away from Manson. So bed, pin, head away, head the other way. Okay, bed, pin. I do this a lot for work. Not in my real life. Oh my god, that sounded awful. I do this a lot. Toilet pass. Hey, Aline. Yes. Yeah, fuck Amber Heard. I ain't talking about that. I'm sorry, I don't want to. Um, yes, all this has been done by Amber. And I do think that Ashley followed that train. But I am going to say that Ashley probably is the smartest one of all of them because she managed to put so many complaints for damages in there. The reason she did that is if one thing doesn't fit, the other one might. If one thing doesn't hit the judge, the other one might. So that's why she got 6 accusations. That is the reason. That's what everybody does that. You know, like Amber did something very similar. He stopped me from working. He sexually abused me. He threw things at me. Like there's just so many. Because if you only blame the guys for just one or two things, then you dismiss right away. That was the mistake that Chloe Black did. She didn't blame him for enough things. And also she made a mistake to side last minute with this woman. Big mistake. But Ashley, I feel like Ashley has more of a brain to mix it up, but a brain nonetheless. Okay, so bed, pin to the bed, move the head away. I don't think he's that strong. I mean, I know he's strong. I'm seeing the guy live, okay. But if he's so messed up, as they say that he was, and drunk and high, I don't know. Unless she was messed up too. But if you're sober and the guy's high and drunk, you can kind of leave. That's what I think. I've seen that. I had read that. So that is just food for thought. Unless she was messed up too, which I do think that she was messed up because this is the night later in the day that she got Esme and Mans's car and they crashed his car because they both were drunk. So I won't be surprised if she started drinking at 2 a.m. So I think they were both. If this happened allegedly, I think they were both messed up. I don't think it happened, okay? But I do think that they hang out. And I do think that they were taking pictures. And I don't see the problem on that. The only problem on that is that she sucks. But okay, let me keep going on this. I can't look at the chat. God damn, why did I put it? It would be cool if they put it like this, and I can just do both. Anyway, all right. Sorry, I'm biting my lips. Move. Okay, Manson moved behind her. I don't know how. He's like the elastic man. Moved behind her and bit her ear while grabbing her hand. Her hand. Why are he's gonna be so delicate to grab her hand and placing in his underwear? Okay, I forgot this part. Bit the ear, hand, put in his underwear, supposedly. I'm gonna do this because that has to make sense in my head. Walters again moved away from the defendant and realizing it was now after 7, she was able to leave. All right, what do you think? Stop right there. What the hell with the times? What the hell with the times? So, like I said, that place has a gate. Okay, you might be like, hey, damn, it sucks that I have to leave my car here with this weirdo. But there's a gate. Just leave it, okay? Then get the car later. Send somebody else. I do think this night she got messed up and high and drunk, and that's why she didn't leave. It's my theory. Because nobody wants to go deal with the cops, when you're drunk. So this is why she stayed. If this happened, this happened only in a matter of like hanging out and taking pictures. It was okay for her to take her shirt off. Yes, it was her choice. Does it say on the file that he took her shirt off? He's strong. He could have done it. He asked her, take your shirt off. I want to take some pictures. And she took the shirt off. We're all been in situations like that we have to say, no, I'm going to leave. And even if my car is there until 7 in the morning, I will send my buddies or the police to get my car. She took the shirt off. Yeah. Poor precious princess. Yeah. You guys, I'm talking about Ashley now. I've been neglecting Ashley this whole time. And I do like reading court files because I'm a weirdo. Because if I read court files, especially this one, because it hasn't been, I have a feeling that if I read it, it's going to be dismissed the next day. When I read Chloe's Black, it was dismissed 2 days after. So let's just hope in the superstition that maybe I read it and it will be dismissed soon. I like reading in this file because there's so much weird stuff to it. And I already pointed at you that even if she got her car there, she could have used the gate. Another thing, he seems way too drunk or messed up to do all this maneuver that she's saying allegedly that happened. Another thing is, he said, take off your shirt. She said yes. She could have put on the file because she's already lying. So why not lie more? She could have added on the filing that he took her shirt off, but she didn't add that. So because it didn't happen. I do think she took her shirt off. See, I'm going to be logical, and I'm not going to sit here and talk about her appearance like all the people on YouTube do, and I'm not going to sit here and be like, "What?" I'm being logical, and he said in interviews, at least 2 interviews I saw, that he was working with photographers and models and stuff, and he was having a blast, and he had paints and canvases and cameras, and he was inviting people over. So he said himself, this probably does, but he was inviting men over as well. They make him sound like he was just the big bad wolf, Hansel and Gretel, come here, little girl. I'm gonna cook you up. Like if he was inviting people, he was inviting everybody. And this is the time that Johnny was hanging out with him. So I think it's very convenient for these people to just put Johnny at the same time. My gosh. Don't you guys think that if this happened, this means that she witnessed abuse? Because this is the same time that he's allegedly was with Ashley and Esme. So you're going to tell me that Ashley Walters just said like this, got on her Facebook with her best friend, which is Esme Bianco, supposedly, was just getting whatever she was getting. I don't believe it. Manson always took pictures, damn right. And they take pictures of him too. There's whole books of photographers coming to his house and taking pictures. He loves doing that. and vice versa. So you're right. This is ridiculous. And again, he did not take her shirt off. You can say whatever about the situation, uncomfortable, suspicious, but he didn't force you to take your shirt off. I wouldn't take my shirt off. I would be like, let's take some cool pictures with my shirt on. Or I take my shirt off and then I fucking complain about it. Anyway, so there's so many weird sus things about this already that I can just stop here and we'll just have a blast discussing it. But I'm gonna keep going because I'm a weirdo. I'm gonna drink some hot chocolate. Should I have my mug? It says I like my coffee wicked. My daughter gave it to me. It's almost midnight. I'm not drinking coffee. Drinking hot chocolate. Even if it's like 90 degrees outside. I got the AC running on 69 degrees. 4 degrees. I'm about 4 degrees to be a weirdo like Manson that has the AC blasting at 65. You know what? If you live here, you need the AC on. I don't care what these people are saying. Oh, another thing. Wait, hold up. So Esme is from the UK. Gets cold as hell in there. So what? So Esme was complaining about, Ashley is from the States. I think she's from California. So whatever, maybe she's not used to being cold. Esme was saying, Esme and Chloe Black. Chloe Black is from Europe. I think she is French and something. She used to be the cold. She used to be the cold weather. She's used to it. What's her face? Esme Bianco comes from the UK. At least, I would say at least 5 months of cold. So when she says she complains about being cold so much, and about the AC being so low, I find that hard to believe that she was that cold. I know I'm jumping. I don't want to jump anymore. So, okay. All right. So we got the bed. It's like he was elastic. He was moving to the speed of a vampire. I don't know how he moves so fast when he's supposed to be high. And drunk, supposedly. So got the bed. Throw her to the bed. Bend her down. She does this. Oh my God. Then he puts her against the wall. Grab her hand, put her in his underwear. Somehow she just gets out of all that. Oh, it's 7 a.m. I'm gonna go get in my car before it turns into a pumpkin. Like, I don't know, something happened between. That's what it is. None of this makes sense. There's something called a gate. Can have used the gate or the door. Why not the door? If the liquor store was open, the liquor store is open 24 hours in here. I don't know about that one, but the liquor store was open under the apartment. Dude, go to the liquor store. Say something. She didn't want to because she was just having a good time. I think that's just closer to the truth. You know what I mean? So because it was already 7, I'm going to turn into a pumpkin. She left. Immediately after she left, Manson started sending her messages. This is what she's going to have to prove all this BS. Sending her messages nonstop, praising her and telling her how much he loved their conversations and that he had a good time with her. That's what he'll do that, right? I guess. Walters left Manson residence after their first meeting, feeling confused and feeling fear. I swear I'm not paraphrasing, I'm reading this straight up. But she also felt excitement. I know, Tammy, what are you going to say? She also felt excitement about their creative connection and similar artistic interests. She felt lucky. Lucky, you just got pinned to the damn bed and he bit your ear, but you're lucky. You feel lucky. She felt lucky. The defendant recognized her talent and looked forward to working with him. She was unconsciously, this one is a funny one I'm telling you because I know about this weird stuff. Yeah, check it out. She unconsciously made the decision to focus on their shared interests and their future. Unconsciously made the decision. I heard and read so much weird stuff. So you guys, both of your girls, You know that my channel has like 50% women looking at it? It's pretty cool. So unconsciously, she made a decision to work for him. The same decision that she unconsciously made a couple months, 4 months ago, when she decided to do this unconsciously. Yeah. Hey, there's any way that I can stop this and just upload a video? Because I feel like nobody's gonna watch the lives as much as because everybody's asleep, but you guys are awesome. But nobody's willing to just sit on the long live. I wish I was able to edit this damn thing. But I feel like I'm just going with it. And I like how it's going, So if I stop it, then I will have to just come back and just do another live with the other half. This is far from over, you guys, like seriously. So she unconsciously made the decision to work for him, unconsciously, in a very unconscious way. Because she felt lucky. She felt abused, but also lucky. Following the photo shoot, okay, they continue to communicate. And they talk about art in future and all other opportunities in the future together. The conversations remain professional and appropriate. Oh man. As a result, Ashley believed that the two of them were on the brink of potentially forging a professional relationship, right? And that Manson would respect her professional boundaries moving forward. So he didn't respect it the first night, but somehow he's going to respect it after. That's how men are, right? So much nonsense. So she felt lucky. She was like, hey, you're not treating me so badly now, so I'm going to work for you. Okay. On one occasion, plaintiff, again, model for a photo shoot for Manson, where she was topless and only wearing pantyhose. That is not so weird. We just do that here. I don't, but I know people that does. So she was wearing the pantyhose, okay? Defendant acted professionally and did not make any advances on plaintiff. This is what I think it happened. I'm going to go to the chat and see what you guys say. I think this is true. He took pictures of her. All right, you guys are talking to each other. I love it. I can just keep going. I'll probably just go heat up my hot chocolate. You still be here? Lily is not interested. Lily Pithy. Oh, you're reading about this bitches again. I do have to go for a second. Would that be all right? I just need to refill my thing. I don't drink alcohol. Refill my hot chocolate as I party hard. Anyway, so I might go in like a minute and then come back. So she modeled again. This time she took her shirt off and she was only wearing pantyhose and underwear, I guess. Hopefully. Ugh. And I don't want, okay, I made the kind of the promise to myself that I was not going to criticize like other people do their appearances and talk a smack about how they look. But Ashley Walters is not his type. So, and also she's not a model. Remember, she's not a model. So why is he taking all these pictures of her? But okay, let's just give it the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he wasn't taking pictures type of mood. You gotta go in 5 minutes. No, Tug. No. Tug has had the choice to the same with the other guy, the big boys, and they haven't done anything. I'm not gonna contact Tug. Tug is cool. And also he's coming to Virginia in 2022 to witness, not to witness, but to hang out and to support Johnny. But he's on that, and that's okay. He's on that. I'm not gonna be on that because I know about this more than I know about that. So I don't think any of us have to ask the boys to cover this. If they don't do it out of their heart, then they're not going to do it. Do you know what I mean? And we don't need them to do it because, I mean, I see your point, but if he's not, he hasn't done it. He's not going to do it now. I think he's really busy with Johnny thing because he's going to travel. It will be kind of cool to do that, but I don't think I can in 2022 go to Virginia. Of all places, what the hell I'm gonna stay? This we'll all hang out together, stay in a hotel or something. They don't gonna let you go on the court, but to support Johnny. I know he's doing that. So I think he's already planning that, and he's not popping videos every 2 minutes, and it's especially about Manson. He hasn't. He only talked about him twice in 6 months. So that's all I gotta say about him. I'm trying to be very political correct. So they're taking pictures, okay? Cool. She was the photographer supposedly, but he's taking pictures of her naked. Nonstop. All right. That's just so bizarre. Sometimes after the photo shoot, okay, Manson asked Ashley to be his director of photography and to perform and direct at the same time in a video shoot. Defendant told her that it will be an audition so that he could analyze her creative skills. This is so beyond, oh my God. So he's taking these pictures of her and then he's going, but also you're going to direct this and also you're going to be on it so I can analyze your how good you are or not. This is beyond ridiculous. I mean, even if I was believing what was happening until now, I stopped believing now. Who is she? Like she's not even. She looks like out of like Coachella. You know what I mean? She's so plain. I'm sorry, I didn't want to talk about her personal appearance, but who is she? And what is she so? What is about? What is it about her? The man says like, let's take pictures and let's do this and let's do that. I found that really hard to believe, like for real. I think that if they did that, it was because they both wanted to take pictures, not just him. But this is what it gets on the assault and the Nazi stuff. And I'm not going to laugh during that, but it is ridiculous. So this is when it gets to it, right? So he's asking her to, she's already almost naked, right? And he's asking her to kind of stay under the light because he wants to audition her, which is super dumb because they knew each other for 2 months on this. So if he wanted to audition something, he would have already. And she wasn't the actress. So what he's auditioning for? All this was happening. Where was Esme? Where was Evan? Where was Lindsay? Where are all these people? You know, it's almost like they're just spending so much time together alone in the apartment while they're doing this weird, not making any money, trying to be avant-garde photo shoots. That I know he likes to take pictures of people, but I find it hard to believe that he was taking so many pictures of her. And he was so interested on her over and over. Anyway, again, she's a photographer. Why she's not taking pictures of him or of herself? You go to her Instagram. There's so many pictures of her like being all sexy. She's not Esme. Because you gotta admit, Esme kind of had, his type about her. She's not Esme. She's not Dita. She's not Evan. What in the hell? What is she going on this high horse that he needed her to model? See, that is very sus right there. Okay, so this is when it gets to like the darkest thing I could say, allegedly. Sometime after this photo shoot, defendant asked Walters to be a director. Okay, audition for my thing. He said, okay, stay under the lights, you can audition, okay, for me. During the audition, Manson told Ashley that he loved when girls looked like they had just been the artwork. Okay, attack. And told her to wear a Nazi jacket. Let's just talk later about what a Nazi jacket actually is. And you're gonna tell me if you've ever seen a Nazi jacket because I haven't. And if somebody has any type of relics, memory of it, like antiques like that, it is a freaking jacket. But they put Nazi jackets so you feel really bad. So you go like, oh my God, what a monster. That's the only reason they're using the Nazi word. And I'm not making fun of that. I'm just saying that if it was just a jacket, there's no way that she can prove to us that it was a Nazi jacket. So that's what she's put in there. Let's put that word in there, the Nazi jacket thing. So he said, hey, put some lipstick on because I like when girls look messed up. and told her to wear the Nazi jacket. And slick her hair with water, put on heavy black eyeliner. Oh my God, what a monster. He's telling you to wear, maybe you should wear some like little some makeup, you know. I don't know. He had to tell her to put black eyeliner. I mean, he has to tell her that. And wear a slightly smeared red lipstick. Okay. Defendant ordered Walters to remove all her clothing. Wait, she already removed it, remember? Except the underwear. She has removed it before in like item 27. I'm in item 31, and he's asking her again. He's asking her to remove her clothes. She was already naked, allegedly. But just have the Nazi jacket on and get into the bed with an actor who was also part of the video shoot. I'm going to pause here because the rest is like science fiction. Who is the actor? What do you think she's trying to do? I have my theory. Hey, she stole, but she stole the allegations, but she also add more to it at the personal assistant part of it. That's what makes me pissed on that. Okay, he gave her the opportunity to work for him, and she just backstabbed him. And I think this woman is worse, or her fighting is worse. And it's just bad. It's just really. I mean, it is well written, better than Chloe's and Ashley Morgan for sure. But there's so much. Like somebody cannot go through so much in like 2 nights. Because she's talking. This happened in like 2 months. Okay, so they met. She got a bad feeling about it. He tried to attack her. She tried to R her, bit her ear, all that. But then she felt lucky, and she convinced herself that she can work with him, even if she felt that gut feeling, that intuition, that woman intuition was like, get the hell out of here. But she felt so lucky that she kept working for him. See, that's just weird. Then she was posting for him like she's some type of model, which she's not. And then he was like, take off your clothes. Her clothes were already off, what she's saying there. Put an Nazi jacket on. Could just be a jacket. Put black eyeliner on. Yes. I don't see do you not take pictures of yourself without makeup on? Eyeliner. What a monster. Anyway, so I'm going to stop here, okay, for a moment. And I wish I can edit this. Yes. Oh, shoot. It says your comment has been held for review. So I have an idea. All right. I have an idea. Don't trip. I have an idea. Let's not use the N word anymore. And I don't like saying N word because there's another N word that's way worse. Let's just say the German jacket. Because your comment is being reviewed. Because you said that word. Which I get it, because I'm saying it. So they're probably putting 2 and 2 together. These are the little YouTube fairies. They're listening to us. Whatever. Who the hell I am? Like, anyway, so from now on, I'm not going to say that word anymore. I'm just going to say German jacket. I'm trying to be smart about this. At least I'm trying. Because that might be just that word. Why they don't let us say that word? That stuff did happen to people. That's part of history. Why are we going to try to deny it? But I'm going to say German jacket from now on. And I'm going to say German knife from now on. I just decide that. I unconsciously make that decision. Oh my gosh. So videos, and now I'm going to be careful. I've been careful what I'm saying. Yeah, they stop your comment. No, don't worry about it. Don't trip. I'm reading the file. If it was enough to put it on court on a file, this is public domain. I didn't steal it from her. This is on the internet. So she can put on the file that and the German jacket thing, but I can't repeat it. That's sus. hey, I'm going to say German jacket. You're not going to stop me from saying what the hell I'm going to freaking say, okay? I'm a Gemini. I'm going to say whatever I want. Sassy. Yeah. No, I almost said it again. The German jacket, they belong to, I think the German jacket belonged to Evan. And they were just like switching jackets. And the Nazi, oh, shoot, I said again. Oh, God, damn. I am not a professional. All right, so we're going to say the German memorabilia. I still think there was not. What is the difference? I tell you. You ever seen? I mean, I'm from here and you're from Canada, but anybody else? Do you know the difference between a Polish jacket and a German jacket? Do you know the difference between a jacket from Ukraine, in the 1940s, and a German jacket? For reals. Like, seriously, it's just a jacket. Yeah. She's trying to add the jacket thing because it adds to the knife thing from the same type of style. German, we're going to say. Somebody from Germany is going to get mad at me because I'm not implying that the old Germany does this. I just have to change the word. I'm not going to stop talking. No, I'm not going to stop until they all get dismissed. and then maybe I can just start doing the just crime, which is, I know more about that than this. But this, you gotta admit, this is kind of fun to read. It's like reading Lord of the Rings, you know what I mean? It's like a sexual version of Harry Potter, or like it's just like a comic book. Like, imagine if this in the future is going to be dismissed, and the years to come, people are going to be like, remember in 2021 when Manson was accused? Somebody make a movie out of it. I don't know. I think it's very entertaining. I don't take it lightly because I know this stuff happens to people. So disclaimer. Okay, I already did this disclaimer. The times I said I don't agree with any of this. I'm the survivor myself, and hell no, you're not gonna come and tell me that I am citing for this guy because I like his music or I'm a fan. I'm actually not a fan. I mean, I love him, but I'm not a fangirl. I'm too old to do that. If he was guilty, I will say it. I just don't think he is. Okay, so I am not, siding with violence in any kind, violence from men or from women. I'm not, but I am just saying what a lot of people think and don't say, including the big boys on those channels that you mentioned. And I don't care, because they're not gonna hear what I'm saying right now. But we can't really stop because one case has been dismissed. Ashley has to be dismissed, and Ashley Morgan and Ashley Walters. And to those two, you're a Gemini? Oh, yeah. I'm a Gemini from May. I'm at the cusp of Gemini and Taurus, actually, from the first day of Gemini. So I have a lot of Taurus on me. There's a full moon. Yeah, yesterday I took pictures of the moon. It was badass, super cute, powerful. So it's full moon tonight as well. May 30th. Wait, are you Gemini too? Damn. Lord of the Rings. See, this is a version. This is Lord of the Rings. It's a goth version of Lord of the Rings. Twilight Zone. Yeah, I think it's more of a. I think this reminds me of the X-Files. If I was more fancy, I would play X-Files music right now. Dun, 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 dun. This is just for X-Files. Like, this is an episode of X-Files. But instead of being a person, he's some type of like wolf half monster. Yeah. All right. German jacket from now on. Dang, YouTube, dude. Anyway, I wish I can keep this instead of live as a just regular video, because I know it will get more views, but I don't know. We can't do that. So I'm going to pause right here and I'll be back. Okay. Promise. There's more items to read. Because then there's the attack. After this, there's going to be another attack, allegedly, from another guy, allegedly, that is not Manson, allegedly. So this apartment, which is filled with people, And nobody had a phone. Nobody can call anybody. And this is the night that they got drunk. Her and Esme got drunk, or they were already drunk, and crashed his car. Girl, they crashed his car. I'm the 21st of May. Cusp on Taurus. I really feel like I talk like a Gemini, why not? But for reals, like I do feel like a Taurus, and a lot of my behaviors are. Look at me, I'm like a mental health technician, and I'm talking about astrology. Because, no, seriously, it has a lot to do with it. Manson is a Capricorn. I'm like, enough said about that. Evan is a Virgo. Esme is a Gemini. I know because she's always posting on her Instagram, Gemini life, Gemini pride. Oh gosh, there's no pride really, more than being something else. Don't be so silly. I was born in May 22. So it's the first day of Gemini. I have stuff from both sides. I do believe that. And okay, Tammy, we're not gonna say that word anymore. We're gonna say, I'm gonna say, because I think it's because I said it. Because you typed it. We're gonna say German jacket from the thrift store. 1940s style jacket. What is the difference between a German jacket and a Polish jacket and a Russian jacket? I mean, like, seriously, they all, I am going to go on Google. Can anybody Google right now? Oh my gosh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to Google. I'm not going to say the word. There's any way that I can turn this, the volume off? This is fun. I am going to look out the way of a German jacket looks compared to other jackets. And I promise you that it's just a damn jacket. But you're right. This is because I put two and two together, because Evan also had a German knife that he supposedly gave her, which I think it was hers. Okay, Google. I'm not saying the word. How the hell am I going to get it? Should I say the word? How you turn the volume off on this? Help. Shoot, there's no way. I'm gonna say it. You won't say it. Okay, Google. Show me Nazi
Sure, I
jackets.
can do that.
Girl, she's so high strung. Show me Nazi jackets. All right.
According to Wikipedia, the following is a general overview of the year-made uniform
All right.
by the German Army prior to and during World War II.
German Army. We can use that word. Dude, they look just like jackets. They look pretty interesting. I gotta admit, because everything back then was really well done and interesting. So German jackets. Okay. This sounds like familiar. Like this looks familiar. Like something that there's no symbols, so I can show this. Do you guys see any pictures of them looking like having this on? No. Nope. German jackets. Army jackets. Army European jackets from 1940s. Yeah, we're gonna avoid that word. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta get a refill of hot chocolate. We're going for 1 hour. All right, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stop it, and then in the second live is gonna be the rest of the items. Yeah, for reals. Evan has a picture of a German knife with cocaine on it. All right, don't go anywhere. All right, I'll be right back.